Alright, sorry about that little mix-up there. I hope it doesn't keep doing this, but I did have a feeling it might. So this is the second part for tonight. First part is literally called Part 5, but this is now Part 6, because we're moving on. Alright, so let's see where we left off. And I did have a question asking if the investigations technically are the court cases like in the original Phoenix Wright games. I am under the impression there is still court cases, but it could mostly be these kind of like level designs where you're actually moving around the crime scene and then solving the case there on the spot, which is okay, but I'd prefer to go to court a little bit. I do know, however, that Edgeworth was on a break from court after the first game, and this takes place after that, so this is probably going to be his bridge between the two games. 2 times he makes his appearance in the mainline games. Alright, so we're picking back up. I thought something was off about you and those deeply etched lines on your forehead. They're not lines, they're perfectly normal and part of my natural face. I don't think I've ever met someone with such a terrible countenance on a fight before. And that's when it hit me. You have the face of someone with money trouble. She really is making a fool of herself pursuing this line of logic. I should spare her and present the piece of evidence that contradicts her testimony. Okay. Okay, steal. Motive was simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money. So this is what I need to present on, but let's see what I would present. Oh yeah, the fact that the money is all over the floor. Or should I present the passport in case it's empty? And that's what I had. I'll just do the money on the floor.
Objection!
I wonder if I might get a word in Miss Tenorio. What is it now? Miss Tenorio, I wonder if you noticed the contradiction within your own testimony. What are you talking about? It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. What about this scene would prove the motive for the murder was not the money? The fact that it's all over the floor? Maybe? Look, his credit card. Hi! What are you doing?
Take that!
Take that, here, come here. If I may direct your attention to things strewn all over the floor. That's right. The floor is covered in bills and coinage. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after. I think we can assume that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with his killer, and I would think that the killer would have noticed something like money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money. But the wallet...
Objection!
Yes, the wallet. You will also recall that the only thing in Mr. Hicks' passport, or in it was Mr. Hicks' passport, blah blah blah. If you are really insisting that it was a crime based on greed, then you're claiming that it was all for an empty truffle wallet. Forgive me. I'm not yelling like that. Please. Hey, what the heck? Are you saying the attendant's wrong? Duh. So that guy isn't the killer. Huh? Don't believe it, everyone. It's a trick. Nah. Will you all please be quiet? Miss Tenorio. Yes? You lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus, the lounge was dark and looking into the light from the elevator, it's easy to see how you mistook the wallet as in my hands for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought I was the killer, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, get these things off me, bitch. Thank you for releasing me. Oh, I don't speak that. Let's see. He said, spaceship, marijuana, alien baby, running, doggy style, scissors, some kind of turtle shell, little fork, running again, lightning, or water, doggy style, and a key. I don't know what that means. What is it now? I'm not reading all those again, but there's a goat in there somewhere. Miss Tenorio, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged. It sounds like Borgian? Borgian. Whatever. But I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who... I said that he is giving the runabout. I'm offended, sir. I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just well, see? Then speak English! Obviously, we were having our argument in English, so wouldn't it have made more sense to speak in English in the first place? You, the attendant. Yes, sir. I want this person to be under the arrest until we arrive at the airport. That's a nice dress, sir. Huh? I'ma slap him. I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for? Can you please turn down this music? I'm offended. What is it that you want? I am finished talking to the likes of you. Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land. You! How dare you try and waste my time? You were the one who stuck your nose into my affairs. I wanted to spend even at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I can see through you. Involvement. Yes. I am pretty sure that's how you say it in English. Well, I should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you meant. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. I am Zinc LeBlanc, too. I am a very wealthy man in the Bornesia. But I am not an ordinary rich man. I am an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty. Hi, Tofu Girl. Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now? Pardon? When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout. I have to explain? Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. I think we have our murderer here, folks. He's being an asshole. I do not have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say. Yes. I think there's court sessions. I want to say I've seen it in the trailer or like little promos, so unless they just made them for fun, I could be wrong. But then again, okay, so like I was saying earlier too, no, it's not Miles. This game takes place after he took a break, after Phoenix whooped his ass in the courtroom, so it might not be a court-based game, but I thought it was too. Anyway, I guess we'll see. Yes, and you continue to blather on. I saw it, yes I did. I saw the victim go onto the elevator, and you followed him and you killed him. That's right, you did, LeBlanc. Going down to the lounge. You're watching him the whole way? It was exactly at 6 o'clock. Well, I'll tell you right now, 6 o'clock, I was somewhere else. And what's the significance of that time? At 6, he says. Hold on, I'm checking something real quick. Tell me what happened at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, they had stopped serving alcohol, they started a movie, and they were not serving food, so remember the name. Oh, wait, you saw him at 6? Ah, what's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? He understands, I see. Mr. Attendant, what time did you discover the body? Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:15. Hicks was his name, was it? And I say that man Hicks was killed in 15-minute time span. And the only person in the lounge at that time was this prosecutor, yes? Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time. Don't you start, now you look sus. Oh, here we go. Me too. I was watching the movie and enjoying a fine glass of grape juice. Look at all those bottles around that man. Dude, he is living his best life right now. Okay, that is not grape juice, but whatever. You can say wine, okay? They don't specifically serve grape juice at 5:30, sir. I was still eating, saw how it finished, see? Yeah, that kid's living his best life too, holy crap. That ice cream's gonna melt before he finished that steak. I see Miles is practicing his chess game over there, and he has tea. I love tea. Okay. The other passengers still have an alibi, so you have no problem with them, I suppose. Okay. No complaint, I see. Not a single word against this, right? I have no way of discussing discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me. Oh, so you say. But do you have what you say, the evidence? Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all? Mr. LeBlanc, I suppose you are quite certain in what you saw? Enough to give testimony? Of course, I was looking at the man the whole time. He was playing with that annoying little small machine that whole time. Okay. Machine? And he called it annoying, so he already had a preference on what it was. Yes, that's what people call it in English, yes. So it's the little, like, statue that was on the floor next to him. It might be like a little lottery machine or something. It was making me crazy with the click, click, click. Okay. I want to look at his statue right there, and I want to examine it, because that looks very weird. From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer. I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say that I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself. I don't know if they should have cell phones on the planes at this point in time. A simple cell phone, a laptop or organizer, I can see, but kind of low budget. I hate that noisy little machine in his hand. Not a fragment of beauty at all. All it produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw. This scenario? Yes? I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene. What? You want to examine the crime scene? If you grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit. Why is the vase in that guy's chair, actually? It's buckled up and he's not. That's sus. I don't like the sound of that. Fox in the duck pen. So if that thing's been in his seat the whole time, then he hasn't been in the seat when they called for turbulence twice. Which means he was walking around when the man died. Sussy wussy baka! Yes, I think that's how you say it in English. It's Fox guarding the hen house, and I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm given a chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. This scenario, if you wait until we arrive, there's a good chance that some evidence will be destroyed by then. I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say. Ha, this should not be approved. Please, Mr. LeBlanc, in an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now, please wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back. Can I move? I don't want to stare at him doing that. You are not planning to erase evidence when you are doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. Ha, we will see. Stop touching that thing, creep. Wow, that was fast. Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission. What? Unbelievable. Yep, he doesn't want me to. It's him. I am in your debt, Miss Tenerio. However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that? Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural, as I am still a suspect in this case. I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this is reassuring enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to use trying to talk. It's time to head to the scene of the crime, the first floor lounge. Why did it show me all those kids? Can I investigate here? Yep, I can. Hello, person who has his, like, centipede thing down. Oh, I can go there too. Oh! I didn't want to go this way yet. But I'll go back. I thought I was going to use the elevator to go down, but here we are. I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss Tenerio. It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota. I see. I will bear that in mind. I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that we reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel we're not making progress. Okay, so she's going to use that, like, later on. And when we do, he asks that you please return to your seat at that time. So my time runs out at the crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board? I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes in first class without a staff keycard. And we found no record of a keycard being used at all. Well, there was a keycard on the floor of the body. Just saying. Which means that I have a first class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. There's like a keycard and like a credit card. I don't know. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either. Alright. I'm gonna try to go back upstairs again. Oh, I can't. Now then, let's get started. But where should we start from? Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statement. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere else. If we are to believe what you say is true, then yes. The first order of this business will be to gather information to win your trust. Okay, I'm gonna try to go back up the stairs. I don't think I should come down here yet, but I didn't now! Oh, I can't. Damn it, I missed some valuable information then. This door leads to the flight attendant's room, but please understand that it's off limits to unauthorized personnel. The room is giving off a scent of woman behind you or towards me. Know that it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you. I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name. These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're talking to the clouds. Is that so? And tell me, what do you suppose I said to them? I don't know. But it looked like a rather one-sided conversation. The clouds, they tell me nothing. This grand piano is the pride of this place. I can play the music of whatever CD we insert into its CD drive. That's not a piano, it's more like an overgrown music box. Ah, but its keys are pressed along with the music, as though there really is someone playing it. Okay. Some people have entirely too much money to waste to overly complex toys. So I think this piano might be a clue at some point. Somebody be like, I was playing the piano, and it's like, no you weren't. This song was playing. This toppled over chair, yet another victim of the place. No! Look at all that grape juice staining the back. It may not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable. It was. Yes, it was used when the Rocker Pals came to tour this plane. The Rocker Pals leader sat in this very chair. I'm sorry, but what are these Rocker Pals? Can't believe you never heard of them. They're all the rage. The Rocker Pals are an extremely unpopular international brand. They added the Pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens. Ah, that explains them. Not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get. Okay. I think this might be somebody actually on this one or the other one. It's an actual person. What or who is this? This is a bronze statue founder of Go You Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes. The one on the left is when he was in his 40s, and the other one is him in his 80s. He's exactly the same. Did the man age in all of those 4 decades? Maybe I need to squint more. Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence. It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off. I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it. I pity that a bronze statue knows not when a good drink has been spilt at its feet. This is the statue of founder Hugo Hughes, who was a big fan of grape juice. I'm sure he would be thrilled if he knew so much grape juice was here at his feet. Is that a hint of hero worshipping I detect? There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. And someone's feet that walked away. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence. Oh, we must clean it up or someone might get hurt. Aha! What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I found some very important evidence. What is the important evidence? Important piece of evidence? Oh, it's the cup right here.
Take that!
What is it? They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree that they are a set of footprints. So you think, yes, those belong to our killer. Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe size of everyone in first class. I don't think that will be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match. Oh, I see. Well, it's definitely not her feet. Hang on. What floor does this elevator service? Only the first and second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew key card, so whoever did it went down there. So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, huh? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious nook and cranny. This is going to take a while. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight. So Mr. Hicks, he's really dead. Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right here. Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes. What the fuck, girl? I see she's over trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks' head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. Even his glasses are broken. That's interesting that his glasses are broken, but they're on his face like that. I wonder what's hanging off of his lanyard. Something's missing from the picture. Now, if I could just put my finger on it. Yeah, they put his glasses back on him. Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks's wallet at some point. What is this? Sinister-looking figure on the floor here. Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Tugo. It's just one of many pieces of merchandise we sell in our flight shop. This bank is limited edition. It's also popular that we're down to our last one. You have an in-flight shop? Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. And the shutter to the store is closed at the moment. But it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hick's body was discovered. There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder? Something is in his pocket. There's something sticking out of his pocket. Hope you won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture. Yep, it's a cell phone. It looks like it was taken inside the building somewhere, so whoever killed him wanted his cell phone. Photo of Mr. Hicks's data jotted down in my organizer. Okay, is there anything else I can use this for? Card, money... His shoes? There's no grape juice residue on the shoes of his shoes. Oh, whatever. Making it highly unlikely that Mr. Hicks entered this elevator after the turbulence. That's true. Okay. So...
Eureka!
Mr. Hicks' machine is nowhere to be found. His machine? His cell phone, Mr. Mario? Ah, so I guess because it's not here, yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it. Missing cell phone data jotted down. Okay. Now...